Before we start the video, I'd like to shout out Logo.com for sponsoring this video. They have an awesome site where you can buy a bunch of in-game currency and items, including all your favorite Rocket League items. Also, make sure you use code DILLBOBS to get an easy 6% off your orders. Check out the site, there's a link in the description. But for now, enjoy the video.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Dillbobs here, and today we're going to be doing more Rocket League card designs because it seems to be all I can think of at the moment. But today we're going to be doing CSGO skins in Rocket League, like copying CSGO skins in the style of Rocket League and seeing what we can make out of it. And I suppose everyone's playing Valorant now, so I don't even know if this is relevant, but let's do it. Now, the first one you've seen on your screen, you can probably guess if you've played CSGO, it is Asimov, the orange and white. Beautiful design. It's like AK Asimov, P90 Asimov, AWP Asimov, and honestly, if you have this skin, consider yourself lucky. I feel like it's a very nice skin to have. So this skin is orange and white. You all know it's iconic, and basically the color theme, yeah, orange, white, and a little bit of gray. But an Octane, for example, that I've used here already has a bit of gray on, so I didn't have to worry about that. Now, soon as I thought of the Asimov, that's kind of the one that inspired me to do the video, so it was very easy. But we used the Octane MG88 decal, which honestly just reminds me of the Asimov decal, or skin, sorry, in general. I used white Chronos wheels just because they kind of give off that vibe. They're kind of nice, and I like having those extra bits of white to make sure the orange isn't too overpowering, because without them, the orange does kind of take over, and I know with the Asimov, white is literally the main color. So if you want to see the colors I used, it's just this orange right here. And obviously then we used white. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. That's right, Fade. Obviously, guys, Karambit Fade, Glock Fade, if you guys have seen it. I feel like you guys would know when you saw this. Now, it is indeed the Fade skin. And as you can see, I think I've put it off quite well. And what I have used for this one is the Fennec Ombre skin. Now, the Fennec Ombre decal gives such a nice blend effect. And I used a couple of paint finishes to make this work. So the primary paint finish is anodized, and then the secondary is brushed metal, and once you use that, you'll get this nice effect right here with the ombre for Fennec. Honestly, I didn't even remember that the ombre skin existed for the Fennec, and then when I found it, I was like, oh damn, I know exactly what to use this for. So as you can see, this is the like pinkish color that you use, and then here is the bluish color. And obviously I used an orange Fennec to get that last bit of orangey gold color that you see on a Fade. Now, I do wish I could get all three colors in the decal itself, but it was not possible. When you paint the ombre decal, it doesn't actually really paint it that well, just the lines. So honestly, this is the best I could do. But there you have the Fade skin on Rocket League. Alright, now M4A1 leaded glass was quite a fun one to think of, because I thought surely there's a decal that looks just like this in Rocket League, and it actually took me longer than I thought to find it, but we did eventually find it, as you can see here. Now, obviously, leaded glass, the blue and orange colors, and I thought what wheels could go well with this, so I went with Illuminator wheels. I think there could be some better wheels out there, probably, but I used orange Illuminator wheels, but you could go with Cobalt. Let's see what that looks like now. Yeah, Cobalt doesn't look too bad either, but yeah, you can use either one. Now, the decal we used here is indeed Patchwork, which is a limited decal, so you can use this on any car. I used it on the Dominus because it just reminds me. It's quite long, just like the M4A1, especially when you have the suppressor on it. But yeah, as you can see, non-painted Dominus, because I like the fact that the lines in between the actual pattern on the CSGO skin is all like grey, so I thought I'd keep the Dominus grey. And then, guys, if you go on to the colors here, it's very simple. It's just a blue and an orange. And there you go, guys. That is leaded glass. And finally, guys, I've gone with the AK-47 Bloodsport decal. Now, this decal, you know, it had a bit of, I believe, Japanese on it as well, which you can actually see here on the RLCS decal for the Octane. And it also has a bunch of colors, which I thought I need to capture every single one of them. So, looking at the Bloodsport decal, you can see bits of sort of carbon fiber, black, which is the base of the gun. You can see some reds, a lot of reds actually, a lot of reds and white stickers. And then you have sort of yellow, it looks like warning tape around very few edges. So I thought that's why I've got to use this saffron Octane, just to, you know, close it all off just like it does on the gun, and then work around with these colors. Now, as you can see, there's a lot of colors on here, and that's because I used the RLCS decal, and I made the RLCS decal titanium white. Then once you've got, you know, the titanium white here, if we go onto the colors, you can see I used a red, quite a dark red. The bright red looks a bit too bright, a little too cartoony. the darker red looks a bit more serious. And then instead of using a black, because if I use black, it doesn't really capture the carbon fiber effect that well. So I used like a grayish color, and then you can see a bit more of the carbon fiber pattern. And then I used brush metal as the primary paint finish, just to give it a little more metallic finish, and then carbon fiber as the accent. And there you can see, guys, I feel like I've done a decent job at doing Bloodsport. Again, with a lot of these, I've just used black wheels because the wheels don't really match too well, and it's nice to not really take anything away from the car. So like here I use black Daichi wheels, but again, just use any black wheels, honestly. But there you go, guys. That is some CSGO skins in Rocket League. I'm sure there's more out there I can do. So if you guys do like this, then I'll be sure to tackle it again and give me some suggestions. And if you've done this yourself, let me know in the comments how you did it and what skin you used. But that's it for the video, guys. Hopefully the car designs aren't too... hopefully the car designs are inspiring for you guys and you can make your own. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.